Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Brad over here at Chattanooga Fish-n-Fun. Here at Fish-n-Fun, we sell Ranger boats and Lance campers. We finally got a break in the weather today. We do have this little dark cloud hanging off to the west of me. Actually, I don't know if that's the west, east, north, or south. I don't have my compass on me, so can't tell you where that's at. It's just over here to the side. But we do have an okay day to do a video here, so we're going to use that to our advantage and check out this 2026 custom order Lance 960. I placed this order for a customer. The Lance 960 calls for a single or dual rear wheel 350 or 3500 or 450 series long bed truck. So single rear wheel or dually, it just needs to be at least a 1-ton truck to haul this camper. It comes in weighing at 3,473 pounds dry, the way that we have it loaded. Customer picked all their options. I went over some of these with them and suggested what might work and what might not work for them, but they picked out all their options here. Base price on the Lance 960 comes in at $53,004 with our factory options and destination charge. The MSRP comes out to $72,639.25. Now y'all know that that's not the BSRP. I sold this camper to him much less than that. The MSRP is totally meaningless. That's what the M in it stands for. The BSRP is Brad suggested retail pricing, and you can get that if you call me at 423-892-6272. Let's check out the inside. All right, so I've got the AC going in this. I'm getting it prepped and ready to go, but the AC is running because it's another hot and humid day here in the great state of Tennessee. We got this nice pull-out tray. You can store your fishing rods in there, all your camping gear, what have you. You can put anything in there. Off to the right, we've got all of our exterior light switches, awning switches, main battery disconnect, all that fun stuff. But yeah, just looking around this camper, check this out. A bunch of room. This is a Lance non-slide out model, meaning it does not have slide outs. Less moving parts, a lot of people like that. So Lance does offer it all. They offer, non-slide out models for both the short bed and long beds. We offer single slide models that will just have one slide out. We offer wet bath, dry bath, you name it. Double slide out models, we got a couple of those. So, but yeah, look over here. Over here we've got our little wet bath hidden. Look at this, you can see me. Hello. But this is a full one-piece fiberglass wet bath, meaning that there is no separations. Everything is sealed one piece. I suppose you want to see what a big boy looks like in there, huh? Well, I'm 6'1", and now I'm 181 pounds soaking wet. So don't worry, I'm still hitting the gym. But yeah, 47 pounds down, not easy. It's taken about 4 months. So look at me though. I got my high heels on too. Look at that. The old Sauconys or Sauconys or however you pronounce that. Got them on. They're adding at least an inch to my height. Got a little off-camera elimination on a Skeeter. So another one. Oh, he flew out. Did you see that? Yeah. Anyways, back to the show. Plenty of headspace in here thanks to this skylight. You'll be the first one to know if it's raining also. Over here on the toilet, let's go ahead and shut this door. Hopefully I don't have no boogers. I just caught them again. Smush. That was an on-camera elimination. I don't know if I can show that or not, but holy cow, I got a bunch of room. Look at this. I could be a lot taller than this and still have plenty of space. Feel like a king on the throne in here. Got my little armrest over here, just chilling, Things get too rough, you can always take a break, lean over. Got our built-in bidet here, reaches right between the legs. Got a nice crotch shot there. I need to keep this PG, don't I? My bad. But anyways, yeah, I've got plenty of room to maneuver around in here. I might take this out. This is for your drawers when they get wet and you want to dry them off, hang them up in here. Got our nice little vent here. Look at this. You get it stinked up too much in here, fully aerated. Look at this. Pulling air out. But also, you know, this is good for drying the wet bath out. You know, if you just take a shower in here, want to dehumidify it, get a little bit of that moisture pulled out, fan right there. Got our light. It's actually on the outside. Medicine cabinet. Put all the handy dandy necessities there. Nice mirror to check yourself out in. Little sink action. And then underneath, you know you got room in a camper whenever you can just, you know, squat down with the door shut and everything. Look at this. We got our handy dandy toilet paper holster. Got some access to some water lines back in there. And then turn that to the right. Close that. But yeah, all sorts of room up in here. Very impressive. All right, so let's move on to the kitchen area here. Let me move my little paper. Got some nice shelves over here to the left of the oven. You can remove these shelves if needed, if you need more space. I had these same shelves in my 975. You know, what I found handy was getting those slide-in baskets off of Amazon. Now, you'll need to take your measurement. You know, it might be 6-7 inches that you got to work with width-wise, and then maybe, you know, 14 inches back. But you can find you some plastic baskets that slide down in there, and then you can pull them out and get to your canned goods, your potato chips, your seasonings, spices, all that fun stuff. Got an angled drawer here. Opens up from the side. It does not go that way because your bathroom's right there. Got a nice little whiskey cabinet, or your wine, whatever your choice of fancy is. Then we have our 3-burner stovetop. I know that my customer's going to be head over heels for this one. This one goes out next Wednesday. We have a removable griddle here. This comes off for easy cleanup, then just pops back in those rubber grommets. But you have 3 burners here, gas, and then you have a nice size oven large enough to house a DiGiorno pizza. That's the pizza of my choice. You might be a Red Baron or a Tony's Pizza type of person, but I like them DiGiorno. Stuffed crust, sign me up, baby. Got a pull-out door underneath. Now, in my truck camper, I like to utilize the oven for pots and pans, but this would also make a good second choice. We have 3 pull-out doors over to the right of the oven. Look at that. And these are soft close, non-slam. We got a good bit of countertop space here. Not a ton, you know, not like a Hell's Kitchen type deal, but we do have a little bit of prep area. But hey, if you're like me, you're doing most of your cooking outside on that 22-inch Blackstone anyways. Blackstone needs to sponsor me. Pop-up AC outlets, and also got the USB, and it looks like the new iPhone outlet or charger. Just pops right up. But you also would have the sink covers here also that you could use for more prep area. A little bit of space back here for a Keurig, Instapot, crock pot, air fryer, whatever you want to, you know, plug in right there. And then again, you have the pop-up AC outlets over here if you need to plug in. A little bit of shelf space, I don't know, put your spices up there out of the way when you're cooking, then you can easily grab them. Underneath our single bowl sink, we have a little bit of storage. Now in my truck camper, what I like to do is put all my cleaning stuff under here, like my Lysol multi-purpose sprayers, my glass cleaners, all that kitchen, you know, and bathroom cleaning equipment I like to keep below my sink, easy to get to. You can also see hiding there, the secret's out, folks. We have our hidden garbage can. Look at that. Pulls right out, right over here in the kitchen, out of the way. You know, if you're needing to discard some stuff, swipe some stuff off the counter here, right into the garbage can it goes. This is what makes the 960 what it is. So you have the captain chair option, which would be 2 independent chairs. And then you have this option, the theater seating upgrade is what they call this. Basically, it's a couch. I don't know why they call it theater seating. I don't have an answer for that because theater seats aren't near as comfortable as this. This thing's so soft and bouncy. I mean, like, look at this. I wish you could feel this through the camera of this GoPro. Like, I could take a nap right here, right now. You have these little tables that insert right here. I'll show you that in a minute. But they swivel. They'll go out and then they'll come in, so you can sit here, play on your computer if you're, you know, working from your camper, or you can use it for eating, you know. But I do like how there's no table in the way, and you can remove it when you're not using it. You can hardly hear that AC unit, can't you? Yeah. Oh, I think it's raining. It's gonna put a damper on the outdoor show, but we'll get it done. AC outlets, USB and DC outlet, cup holder. Got my remote in there, but there's my water. But yeah, it's a good sized couch. And then on both sides, you have these little like pockets. Oh, that's not for storage. I don't know what that is. What is this? Oh, you can move this forward and back. Okay, that's cool. And then you have the little kick out. Now, it's not the most comfortable kick out. It doesn't recline or anything. Let's see if this goes back any further. No, it's kind of locked in right there. It's not the most comfortable. It's not a recliner by any means, but it does give you a little footrest. Then you just pull it towards you, lock it in. It's coming down pretty good. Look at that. And here I thought we had a little bit of time to get a video in. Joke's on me. All right, so this makes into a bed, or you can take this wood piece out and just have it for storage, which is what a lot of people do. But yeah, this folds down. That wood piece covers the holes right here, and then you can put your little mattress topper on top of that, and yeah, there you go. You got your little bunk bed. To the right, we've got our 3-way fridge. This is a 5 cubic foot freezer and fridge combo. Right now I have her running on AC, but we've got a DC option. If we wanted to run the DC right here, where it says refer 12 volt, we'd flip that up. And then we have the option to swap this baby over to battery. But as you can see, since I don't have it on, it won't turn on battery. So you have a little safety there where it just doesn't automatically swap over. All right, moving on. We've got our 60 by 80 inch queen size mattress. It is a true queen size mattress, just not as thick as your traditional residential queen. So gives you more headspace basically. If you had a big old thick mattress up here, your headspace is disappearing. Got our swivel TV. It is a smart TV. Little cubby hole below the TV here for storage. In the closet, there's our TV box, but we got a clothes rod. I call the closets hers and hers because she's taking both of them. We got one here, and then we got one towards the front of the camper that I showed you at the beginning of the video. We got a little flip up storage door here. 110 outlet. Wireless phone charger, countertop, pull out drawer. 110 outlets, and then USB and DC. It's about to get even more humid up in here. We're out there anyways, it feels great in here. This Truma though, this is a 13.5 BTU unit. Very quiet. You can hold a conversation in here and hear people talk to you, which is impressive. Most campers aren't like that. They usually have the Colemans or Domestics or whatnot, so yeah, it's actually very quiet. Okay, we're outside, we're not getting drizzled on. Let me show you the outside. All right, so here we are outside of the 2026 960. As you can see, our rain gutter is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Just letting that rainwater drizzle right off the side. We got our dual pane windows on this one, the acrylic style. These pop out really far. I'll go back inside before we get to the other side and pop them out. That way you can see it. But we also have the day and night shades. I need to show you that. All right, so to open this window, you pull these little handles. push it out. Look how far that thing goes. Tighten that knob right there. Boom, look how far that goes out. Lets a lot more airflow and natural light in. Got our bug shade here. Got our night shade. But let's leave that bug shade down. All right, back outside. All right, yeah, so I had to take a time out there so I could show you this dual pane acrylic style window and how usable it is. Very neat, right? But anyways, behind this door, we have our Truma combi system. This is a very efficient system. It's a 14K BTU unit, and this is your water heater and your furnace all in one. Takes up less space, super efficient, runs on both AC and gas. So I actually had one of these in my Lance Enduro and I loved it. So I think the Truma stuff is a big game changer. Works very well. We got our Truma blower right here. This lets the excess heat out, or it's an exhaust for it, and it acts as a freaking fantastic hand warmer in the winter time. I love it. 30 amp plug-in here on the side. Matter of fact, all of your plug-ins are on this side for your 30 amp connection, and then your city water and your black water flush is also over here. Everything's a lot easier to get to when it's on the truck, so you don't have to worry about that. And then your fresh water fill is right here, and you have a 45-gallon fresh water tank for this. Then you have a 30-gallon gray water and a 28-gallon black water tank capacity. So very impressive. Truck campers usually don't have that amount of tank capacity. This is your main dump, so this is where all the fun happens right here. This is where you can recreate that you know, that RV movie scene. So you got your drains here. I got a call, I gotta go get it. All right, sorry about that. I had a sales call I needed to take, but yeah, this is going to be your main drain. So you have the singular tube here, the black tube, everything comes out of your black and gray water. So the black water I usually drain first and then flush it out with the gray. And then you have your cold and hot water lines over here, and then a fresh water tank drain. So all your drains are located in one easy spot. We have our sewer hose holder here. I do not have a quarter in my pocket, wish I did, but I'd open this up for you, and this flap opens up, and then you got a sliding tray that comes out that you store your hose in. They make it super easy for you there. Let's close this door, get it out of the way. There we go. Now we can see. All right, so we got an auto awning here on the rear. There we go. I should start a SoundCloud, start rapping. But anyways, we got a nice LED light strip at the very end of this that lights things up at night. You can have all the lights on this thing. You'll look like a spaceship ready to take off for NASA. License plate, onboard generator. That's the big deal about this camper. There's another mosquito. But it is the Onan QG 2500 ILP, rated within the National Park's decimal range. Don't ask me what that is, I don't know. It's their advertisement for it. We've got our 2 batteries. The battery compartment's on the outside here, easy to get in and out. We've got 2 flooded batteries in this one, 27 deep cycles. That's what it calls for. If somebody wants to upgrade to AGM or lithium, we're more than capable of doing that here for you as well. You don't have to be swapping out control boards or anything like that. Charging systems, Lance sends one rated to do it all. Backup camera here on the back. We got the patio lights on all corners, and then we got the docking lights, and those also come on when you have the truck in reverse. Oh shoot, the dog holder. Let's see a squirrel take off, drag your camper behind, depending how strong your dog is. All right, so over here on the side we got our auto awning as well. This is a side power awning. It has the auto wind sensing. If it gets too windy, it rolls itself back in, and it also is equipped with a nice LED light strip. Fridge access panel, and then we got the expensive horizontal propane tanks on this. I priced these bad boys out. These are like $450 a tank. You got $900 in 2 tanks right here. But we got our gauges. I got these both full for our customer. Dang, these freaking mosquitoes, man. They got me out here slap dancing. Got our nice side window over here opened up. And typically you would have this thing lowered down a little bit more when it's off the truck. You could be out here grilling on this side and be watching your football game there on the TV. Hey, I know football's right around the corner, and I know a lot of people like to watch it. Or if you got your soap operas, you know, we cater it all. Okay, am I missing anything over here? Oh, just the propane connection. Look at that. There's our exterior propane connection, so we can use the propane on board here. And then we got our 110 outlets over here below the camper. All right, that's pretty much it. Electric jacks around all four corners. These are the Happy Jack 4820s. Between all four of them, they're rated for like a little over 11,000 pounds. Let's go up on the roof. All right, so we have one 100-watt solar panel on top here. This is a fully walk-on roof. We got our radio antenna, we got our skylight, our TV antenna, our Truma 13.5 BTU Aventa air putting in work, vent in the back, max air fan vent. Yeah, fully walk-on roof though. Look at this. Lance load rack system with a 500-pound weight capacity. Heck yeah. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I had fun making it. We did have a brief little segment of rain that I thought was going to postpone us, but now it's just hot and humid again. So that's just Tennessee for you though, you know. But again, this is the 2026 Lance 960. This one calls for a 350, 3500, or 450 long bed, single rear wheel, or dually. Doesn't matter as long as you got a 1-ton, and it has to be an 8-foot bed. But again, these, let's see, they start out at $53,004. With the options like this one's got, we're at $72,639.25. And again, the M in that stands for meaningless. MSRP, meaningless suggested retail pricing. Who gives a crap? Call in 423-892-6272 for the BSRP. That's Brad's suggested retail pricing. And that's why we sell a lot of these things. I got a whole row of these campers now in here. Look at this. We got all kinds of campers. Some of these are sold, so you can't have them. But I got 2 more 850s in down there. I got 9 of them things on order. We're having issues keeping them in stock. They keep selling. I got 2 more 865s in. So we got all the hot models in here. Sold 15 of these bad boys in April, 13 last month. We're at 9 for this month. So it's Friday the 13th. Ooh, Friday the 13th. That's weird, right? Scary. But yeah, so we're already on track to break that record. So, and it's all thanks to everybody watching these videos. Y'all come in here from all over the country, and we truly appreciate it. But you know, when you watch my videos, you can tell that we know what we're selling. We know how to equip you. We're a one-stop shop. We put the torque lift on, airbags, sway bars, stable loads, whatever you want. Timberings, we put it on for you. Of course, you know, that's extra if you want us to do it. But yeah, we're more than capable of getting your truck set up for you. And we know what we're doing. We know what we're selling. So we do this. I've had truck campers. Most of these people selling these things never had a truck camper. Didn't even know what one was a year ago. So this is what we do. Here at Chattanooga Fish-n-Fun, 423-892. If you're in the market, or 6272, sorry, 423-892-6272. Totally cut off the number there right in the middle. That's crazy. But anyways, yeah, give me a shout if you're interested in one of these. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Lets YouTube know what I might know what I'm talking about. Might be enjoyable to watch. And then if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so. Join this Fish-n-Fun family. We're growing every day, and I love it. But yeah, thanks again to everybody that watches these videos and keeps me busy and keeps me eating. I'm gonna do something about these mosquitoes, I swear. But y'all take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.